Hey there, and welcome back to Cursed Seeds, an educational monster train series where we struggle through the toughest challenges around. I've got a lot of a lot of episodes got submitted to me, and I have a ton to record. Since the last recording session I did of this, I believe 12 Cursed Seeds have been submitted to me. I'm planning on recording 3 today, so we'll see whose lucky selection gets picked today. But I will simply say that there's been a lot of discussion about these in my Discord server, and I'm very thankful that everyone uses spoiler tags, so I don't see any of it. Otherwise, I would have to actually mute that channel or something, so that's nice. But yeah, so this is an interesting one. I particularly wanted to lead with this one because anytime someone says cursed and primordium in the same sentence, I really need to look at it. Because I am a firm believer that I can create if I was going to build my own run, I could build a run that is unwinnable ring 1 with primordium. Now, certainly that is not this episode because we have 5 wins on the table already, but I do appreciate that Primordium is one of the champions that is very powerful and very difficult to play. And it's easy to get stuck or make mistakes in such a way that cause you to flub the run. I especially enjoy playing it with Wurmkin. I think this is an interesting kind of unique situation because you have a lot of things that enable Stalwart Snack. And that's not something that's usually true. I pretty much exclusively will never open with Stalwart Snack unless I have Root Seeds. But with Wurmkin, if you have one of the Echo Transfer, Echo Infusion, you can sometimes get away with it. And it's kind of nice. So all it takes is an intrinsic, and suddenly you've got aggressive edible for free, right? So pretty straightforward. Now we'll see how challenging this particular one is. But yeah, so, in case you're all joining us for the first time, any number among you, awesome, welcome. Basically, what I'm doing here is I'm playing viewer-submitted runs. So if you're playing Covenant 25 Monster Train with no mutators and you struggle with a run or find it particularly blessed, we love them both, you can go to your run summary and you can generate a challenge link here. There's a button for it, generate challenge link. It'll look like a 3-word combo, similar to what you see here at the top of the screen. And you can send it to me however you can get it to me. I've mentioned it already. The best way of getting it to me is by Discord. I have a server channel specifically for that. The server invite link, if you're interested, is on my main YouTube page in the About section. So it's on the main page in the About section. But you can put it in a YouTube comment. I get them by email. You can message me on Reddit or whatever. A lot of people get them to me however they feel like it. And it's honestly fine. The only reason I suggest Discord is because, like this run here, you get a lot more people than just me playing it. And they oftentimes are playing it a lot sooner than I am, because I do things I play a bunch of runs back to back and then don't record that series for a couple weeks, etc., etc. So anyway, I think I've talked about this enough. Not much more to add. We're currently on a 68 win streak on this particular series. We had a Cultivating 3 Sentient run with Tiny Stone plus 25 and then a double multi-strike with a Keeper of Echoes infusion into an Animus of Will, which we then doubled up, putting behind the Sentient. There was a Tempered Talisman plus Notice Stone play therein that was also just really awesome. A very solid spell power sentient kind of run, which I think was awesome. So, pretty cool. I love seeing spell power become relevant. It is something I find is not very common. I actually think Notice Stone is considerably stronger than a Forgotten Name, the Stygian relic for that, just because, well, Notice Stone is not limited by times per round, right? Forgotten Name would be awesome if it wasn't limited, because then you could just simply airdrop in some stings. Every Preserved Thorns would give you 1 magic power, and you could do some real action there, but as it stands, it's pretty lukewarm. Anyway, I think that's all I've got, so as always, do like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. We're over 4K as of the time of this recording, which is going to sound weird considering I'm pretty sure some of my other recordings done before this that go up after this will say that I haven't hit it yet. Just ignore that, pretend I haven't hit it yet and just slam subscription buttons. Incredible news. All right, let's get in on this. See if I've set this up correctly. Incredible. I am a genius. All right. Hope you're all doing well today. I'm doing okay. Not too great, but not too bad, all things considered. I've been itching to get into recording some Cursed Seeds. I do think I've been needing to do it. And yeah, so let's do it. As before, we are Exile Umbra, Exile Wurmkin. Pretty straightforward, good combo. We're facing Pushback Talos, Spell Shield Fel, and Sap Seraph. I would describe this as a pretty decent setup here. Starting cards being Packed Morsels, Shelter, Gem Trove. An interesting combo. We have a lot of consumes in our opener. Now, we don't have Echo Right, of course, but still. And then Gem Trove is also here, basically unplayable for a good while. This is going to be tricky, if only because the question is, what are we doing with Primordium, right? There's no buffs there that are really strong. You get, like, Gem Trove is kind of, but, I don't know. Alright. Temples today are 2, 3, 4, and 8. Very well, 4 temples, got it. Removal dupe magic side on 8, very good. Removal dupe on 7 with a cave, competes with a steel shop, fair. Steel shop on 6, nothing remarkable. You get a cave and some money, competing with a horde plus hellvent. I could go either way on this. The double steals are nice, noticing the lack of magic shops here in 6 and 7, depending on what we need. There is a magic shop on 5 with Vortex, very nice. Money, trinket shop, cave, pretty good as well. It's going to be very, very money dependent, I suppose, but we'll see. Removal dupe on 4, sure, nothing special otherwise. Magic shop, Wurmkin banner. Early game banner situation, we get double Umbra, double Wurmkin. Umbra is aligning with both of these early steel shops, though, which is pretty spicy. And then the magic shops get the Wurmkin banners. I value Wurmkin banners a lot higher than the alternative, than the Umbra banners here. So we'll have to see. Anyway, I'm going to slam Conscription Notice here. Commemorative Spike is, in my opinion, one of the worst relics in the game, because it is essentially -1 space on the most important turn of your run, which is turn 1. So it's actually really, really bad. I've always believed that the way this should work is it should add 3 Morsel Miners to your hand at the start of combat. Kind of like a free Preserved Thorns, right? So you start up the combat and then slam all 3 of these guys pop, and you can play them where you want in the order you want to. So that's how I would have done this. As it stands, this thing is harvest bait on a lot of combats, and it's just really bad. It doesn't even stop Ember Drain. Boo hiss. Give me Conscription Notice. Such a powerful play in the early game. I feel like I can take on the world. Aggressive Edible Stalwart Snack. None of my starters suggest to me I should take Stalwart, so let's go aggressive. It's fine. And I'm going to grab this relic. Golden Vault? Abandoned Nantumbra is pretty sick, right? If we end up on a morsel line by going to these Umbra banners, this is totally functional. And just generally speaking, this is a way better version of that exact thing I was just talking about, Commemorative Rail Spike, right? This gives you the morsel every turn to do with what you want, which is awesome. I can use this to chump block. I can throw it away. I can do whatever I want with it. I think this is much stronger than the Guild Marker Golden Vault. Golden Vault early, you're going to lose, you're going to leak something, you're going to lose all your money, you're going to slow down. Don't like it at this point in the game. Guild Marker would have been fine, but Abandoned Nantumbra is just much more powerful. It solves morsel generation if we end up on an Alloyed Construct line, which is something we should always be thinking about on Umbra runs like this, especially with this banner alignment, right? We want to hit these steel shops because otherwise we're missing on 4 and 5. So we really want to be able to take an Umbra banner and not lose. So we take Abandoned Nantumbra for sure. And we're very strong right now. Conscription Notice props us up in a big way. I comfortably grab this unit draft, whatever it is. Sure, maybe it's something useful. Maybe it's a Wurmkin unit. Cool. We just go ahead and play it out. What about Cold Kalia? Game is so easy. Ooh, buddy, that's good. That clears everything. Alright, incredible news. I can pop a Packed Morsels here. We can take... yeah, sure. Some health will seem a little better there. We'll feed on middle as well. Play out the Train Steward. What a plink. Fair enough. I do want to see if I can get... Well, actually, that guy's not going to cause any problems. Yeah, no problem whatsoever. Man, we're close to this kill up here. I think if I plink, I can get it. Yeah, incredible news. And then we play one guy out up here. Put the morsel thing down. I then play the shelter here. And I think we chill. Now, I think we might be just under 45. We are. But we get it anyway. How are we getting this? What's the math happening that kills the 45 guy? Huh? Are you taking spikes damage? What am I missing here? If I press end turn, doesn't this guy in front live with 3? I don't have trample. I'm not actually sure with this. This does not matter because I'm going to play morsels that kill this guy anyway. But I don't know what's happening. I'm just going to play all the morsels out. And then shelter up, I think. I mean, I'm going to mess around a bit because I should, but what's happening? Yeah, you live with 1. Cool, and then I have to kill you with that, right? I don't understand how it lived before. Really curious about that. Anyway, I'll speed it back up. Cool, we've learned. It doesn't matter. We win this combat. I have no fear. Great job. Cool. The guy stands 0 chance. Incredible work. Go team. Cool. This is one of those things where I was honestly just interested in how the heck that was working, the math behind it. It obviously looked the way I thought, but making of a morsel, that's a little too much commitment. We have the packed morsels and the abandoned Umbra. I think we're fine. Space Prism would be okay. Lets me maybe do some stuff with Intrinsic here. Fair. Immortal Trade might be better. I do like Immortal Trade in principle. It's also purple, if that matters. I'm also likely to be getting Ember from the abandoned Umbra. I could go either way on this, but let's... Oof, that's tough. I don't really need this, though, right? This doesn't do that much for me. I mean, let's say I end up on Alloyed Construct. I'm purely speculating here because I'm going off of an Umbra banner most likely coming up. I do not have a Perils of Production, which is the kind of thing that I could draft here, which would send me down the Magic Shot path. I have no good holdovers here, so it's not worth going that way. 20 consumes are great, right, because of Plink, but that's not winning the run, that's just balancing out Plink a little. So Immortal Trade might be nice, a good thing to use for my Umbra banner if I get an Ember Morsel. I think I want to go out Immortal Trade here, right? Immortal Banner. I wish I had an Immortal Banner. What else could show up here that would ever matter? Overgorger? End up on some kind of Overgorger nonsense. If that's true, then you desperately do need the space, but that's way more unlikely than Alloyed Construct. Alloyed Construct, you've got a 1 in 3 of walking into this banner and seeing him. That's pretty reasonable to me. So it's a little less than that because of the rare upgrade, but the ticket count is so small it doesn't really matter that much. Don't consider it too much in your calculus. It's a toughie. I think the Immortal Trade potentially helps out a lot more in the early game, but we do have the Conscription Notice. Let's just send it on the Space Prism. I think I'm okay with that. Echo Snare, Bounding Echoes. Proclamation is probably correct, some kind of front line here. It's also a good pickup for a 10 in Piercing. I also don't hate holdover on it, although this is sadly not purple. I'll still grab it. It's a nice pickup. Cool. Morsel Master, Crucible Collector. I don't like any of these. Those are rough, but what's the least intrusive here? I'm trying to think if there is anything that is really worth grabbing. I think I already conveniently win with Morsel Master no matter what, right? Like this guy beats these next combats. I get because of Conscription Notice, so it doesn't really matter. I'm just debating, is his infusion ever right? Let's say I end up on Crucible Collector. His infusion's actually okay for some stuff. I'm trying to think what. A good example might be like a Keeper of Echoes, if you're desperate, maybe. I am seeing another Umbra banner. Should I take something here? I don't think I have to, right? I can, none of these are good enough that I feel very good about this. I can cruise on conscription notice, so I can actually just skip this. In a rare circumstance, I can just skip the ring 1 unit like this. Normally, I would feel like you'd have to take something there, because you could see junk here and then die on ring 2. But because of conscription notice, I have a banner unit. I'm fine. Let's go left. It's fine. Steel shop today says large stone. Okay. Morsel Maker. That's a more functional infusion if we end up on that path. So I suppose we do this. I do want to grab something. It's definitely not Shadow Eater, right? Right. There's no world I'm doing Shadow Eater. Although the Abandoned Antumbra Shadow Eater backline clear is kind of funny. It's functional, but it's not good. Morsel Maker. How do we feel about him? I like him sometimes. He's a good infusion sometimes. I'm going to grab him because he seems like a more useful unit overall. This Divine Temple today has Spell Chain. I would get the Intrinsic on Space Prism if I feel like committing to that. I'm not going to invest anything in this Morsel Maker. Even if they gave me a multi-strike, what am I going to do? Morsel Maker win? So we just chill. I will Intrinsic the Space Prism here because I think it's good to do. I do not think I need to Spell Chain. We move on. Chill at 25. We should beat this at 25. Yeah, we're fine. Mark of Invasion. Sure. No big deal. I had to think about it. Again, Conscription Notice carrying the day. Right, space 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 from the Conscription Notice. Alright, also we do have the Space Prism, so I'm not actually that afraid. All good. Ooh, Lady of the House. One of the rare circumstances where I will not play that upstairs, actually. And I'm going to even plink upstairs. And we just face tank and power up our guy. Okay, fine. Yeah, I don't want to have my backline thing burn out entirely here, so you've got to be careful about that. Give me money. I love money. I'm going to play a whole bunch of morsel stuff up here. Drop the shelter. Feed on mid-floor. Sure thing. Cool, cool. Alright, we definitely clear the combat. Oh my gosh, I can play Gem Trove. What the heck? I mean, I should click it, because I can click it, right? That seems pointless, actually. I'm going to plink middle. I'm going to shoot in the back. We're going to work up to this thing. I am going to drop the packed morsels. I would like damage. We're going over 45 here, which is already the major threshold. But let's go ahead and drop a magma morsel in all the same. Do more damage on middle. Keep this guy alive. Downstairs kind of just passes away. All fine. Okay, now we are at some kind of a risk. Alright, we're probably okay. Yeah, alright. Because this guy got dropped to 5, we're chilling. We just drop a magma morsel and we clear it so I can shoot downstairs with a plink. Sure, works for me. And then we just hyper buff upstairs and we chill. Alright, cool. We get it. Great job. One of those weird combats, but it doesn't bug me that much. Shoot the man in back. We're gonna proclamate the boss. Drop in an enemy because why not? Shelter upstairs. Cool. We actually do a sizable amount of damage on middle too, which is good. Great. Cool. We have the W. Amazing job. Wonderful. Guy doesn't stand a chance. Cool. Good, good, good. Now, we made some money. That's great news. Perils. Double magic in the mid-game. I should click this Perils. Yeah, 100%. Alright, let's go in. Damage is damage. Bounding Echoes, I think, is the play. If we can connect that with a holdover Perils, I do feel good about it. Generates a lot of purples. Whether or not I need that, to be seen, but it's a good play either way. It's a low commitment choice. Now what are we doing? Do I give up on steel shops for 3 floors with no banner units? Or no change in banner units? Or rather, No, Steel Shop is the important thing. This is a real tricky one, I think. The question really kind of comes down to, how do I get through this guy? What is the banner unit of choice? Wurmkin is definitely better, but then you go 3 rings. And then you go 3 rings without a Steel Shop. That's a big bummer. Now, I could go up Steel Shop round. I mean, this at least would be a 25 healther, but it does fully commit me to... Yeah, it does fully commit me to an Umbra unit, huh? Yeah, I think that's true. Okay, yeah, I think that's probably accurate. Okay, so I think I'm probably going left. Let me just check myself on this. I think I'm going left because... I want to look at a Steel Shop. Now, I know there's some kind of a meta level to this, like, it's a Cursed Seed submission, you're probably missing a multi-strike. Okay, fine, but fine. Like, that's... I don't want to read into it like that. If it's still correct to look at this Steel Shop, it's still correct. So... I think it is. I think it is. I'm trying to think of what this Wurmkin banner could be that would really pop off here, and I can't think of anything. I actually think with our current setup, hunting an alloyed construct is right. And if we see an alloyed construct, which, okay, 1 in 3, then I have so much power to pump into this thing, and it solves multi-strike, and it can take quick, large stone, or multi-strike. Let's go left. I think it's right. It's left. You know what I mean. Quick in the shop, okay. Crucible Warden. He's better than the alternative. Yeah, we'll take him. He's better than Collector by a lot. We'll take him. I don't like this. I will re-roll if we see a multi-strike. It is fine. We do. Okay, we're committing. All right, multi-strike Crucible Warden. Now, this is a bummer because it means I do have to solve the morsel problem. Fortunately, this is a Cursed Seed, not a train wreck, because 200 shards would just murder my guy pretty quickly. Oh, we are going to commit on this, though. The question becomes, am I going to commit that hard? Consider this. What if they give me a tiny stone here? Am I going to feel bad that I have not taken a plus 25? No. In fact, what I probably do is make him Behemoth. What other options could even show up here? Like a plus 25? If they give me blood for blood, I think I would take that, not the plus 25. I think we're okay to wait. 2 hits is enough to get us past a ways. We go magic shops. We're getting 2 hits here. I can drop conscription notice in the back. Yes. Plus 30, a 10 in piercing. I do really like this on Proclamation. Very strong card. Problem, of course, is that I have to actually pump echoes into it, but I do have some pretty decent echo plays with bounding echoes and such. Let's do this. I like that. I'm not doing this infusion because they could show me something better than this. Like an alloyed construct actually would be superior. Let's look at the cave, see what we get. Shroud Spike. Alright, cool. Well, I'm going to click on Shroud Spike. We've got a morsel line. This thing could dumpster out a... What is it? A Antumbra, or rather a Ember Morsel. What's it called? Rubble Morsel, that's the word. Yeah, I think we chill. This will be durable enough. 35 is cozy until I can really saddle up and get some multi-strike in the form of anything else. Maybe we hit on something like Furnace Tap here, and then we get the holdover on Perils. That would be an option. There's a lot of stuff we can do on this, is the nice thing. What do we roll today? Rail Beater is nice. So what I would like to do is Rail Beater and not play the Morsel Master up here. Right? Correct. Otherwise I can't get my Crucible Buddy up there. So we're going to go Morsel Maker here, and then I'm going to drop a Train Steward and back. This is pushback nonsense, but I have abandoned Antumbra to body block, so I'm not upset by it. Yeah, you just face tank on the rubble morsel, and then we airdrop in Crucible Warden Buddy, and that's a huge play. Mid-floor, go for the plink. We shoot to the best of our ability. Huzzah. Drop in 4 armor on middle, because it at least puts some damage through. Now, the hope, of course, is that I'm strong enough to actually kill something here. Yeah, cool. So here's a cool play. We go Bounding Echoes into Packed Morsels, and I'm going to spike... Yeah, so here's the deal. I don't want Primordium to die, so I'm going to Rubble Morsel, and we are going to spike the Rubble Morsel. And then I'm going to... Yeah, you're about ready to see some real insanity here. I'm going to drop in some other morsels and then Gem Trove to keep the whole floor alive. Incredible. I am some kind of mastermind of the video game. And we take care of that excellent turn and handle it quite well. Incredible news. Cool. Packed morsels, drop it out. We do lose this front morsel, but that is okay. It's a ton of damage we're fine taking. And then we drop in a damage guy in the back. I have so many morsels. Oh, what do you mean, Monster Train? What do you mean? Alright, well, I have to leave in that morsel, sure. Alright, we're winning this combat. We got it. Morsel generation is looking good. I have multi-strike in an important unit. I actually would not be mad if this got pushed around, but I can stop it, so I will. Right? Might as well, yeah. It's true. Yeah. She gets the kill and then we crunch. I'm okay with how that plays out. We just leave the tanky guy in front, and we're chilling. Cool. So you go Rubble Morsel, you airdrop in a Train Steward that passes away. We blow up her tank downstairs. We waste our melee weakness on a morsel. Ah, yes, of course. We actually are going to kill our own morsel to stop that from happening, and then plink her and chill. Yeah, that's fine. Cool. Mid-floor is going to represent a sizable amount of damage to her as well, which I do like. We'll just play Gem Trove upstairs, because there's no reason not to. And we crush, right? No threat whatsoever. Yeah, it's press end turn to victory here. I don't even need this last one. So, cool. 14 damage shield. The game is free. Cool. Alright, now, what am I looking for here? Alloy Construct Infusion? Doable. Doable. Kindle? Alright, I mean, Kindle, Shroud Spike, sure, buddy, let's go. What am I going to do? Say no? Alloy Construct, it's multi-strike. Now, I do have... That puts me on a little bit of an annoying timer. What is this Overgorger business? Hold up. Now, wait a second here. I have really good morsel generation, as it turns out. What if I click Overgorger instead of Alloy Construct? Construct, multi-strike. Okay, look, I know we all like it, but the inert and the fuel gain is slow. It's reliant on actually connecting the Shroud Spike, and on Divinity, that's real dicey if I miss any part of this. However, if I go Overgorger, right, hear me out, I can just dupe him on ring 8, and it doesn't matter how much, none of it matters how much any of that other stuff could happen, right? So I miss morsels entirely on ring 8 on Divinity, and it's like, oh no, but this guy's already going to be slamming for 200 x2, and I have 2 copies of him. I actually think Overgorger Infusion, unbelievably, is 100% the take here, which is awesome to see, because that means I can go left, cut cards, dupe, although I do really like the Ember Drain business as well. The dupe, I'm imagining, would be something like Hack Morsels, but I think it's actually... No, I'm going to be real. I think it is the Magic Shot, because making Gem Trove more universally playable is a big win. So that's true as well. Let's just commit to draw. I already have space handled thanks to Space Prism. So I can always fit my guy plus Primordium plus a morsel on that floor. And the conscription notice, buddy. Yeah, we're actually super chilling then, huh? Space. Or not space. Draw. I said draw, and then I said space immediately thereafter. We're going right. Despite skipping the Vortex and the dupe, I think that this is correct. Look for some magic shop upgrades. -2, please? No. 10 in piercing, plus 30. No. Look, we're chilling. The only thing we're doing is I'm committing to this Gorge into Crucible Warden right away. Alright. We are playing Crucible Buddy, I guess. Incredible news. -1. First order business. Make Gem Trove playable. 100%. Permafrost. Now, which one do you want to permafrost? The Kindle or the Shroud Spike? I think it's going to be the Shroud Spike because I would rather line it up with a good morsel than anything. So, yes, I think that's accurate. Cool. And I have enough money to reroll and maybe see a holdover. Ho 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 ho! Holdover perils of production. Absolutely will click it. I will give up that Emberstone to connect those dots. I can actually sell this Wurmkin banner. It doesn't really change much. It doesn't even matter what was in there. Yeah, sure, aggressive edible too. It looks like we're not going to be on the... superfood doesn't work out for me. Unfortunate. Unless I play on a lower floor on Divinity, but that's probably not happening. Maybe I can intrinsic something? It's a problem for future me, I think. Problem for future me. We'll take aggressive edible too. It's nice to have. And I think we chill right now. Don't go too hard. We want to prioritize all of the other business. You know what's actually cool? I can perils onto a morsel for a while. As long as I don't need the damage to win, you perils a morsel for a bit, and then when you're ready to send it, you get the Kindle, you get 6 Ember, you Kindle and you spike for disgusting numbers. Yeah, we move on. We're chilling. I'm on high alert for a few things here. I'm looking for winged technology is a big one that I'm looking for. I hit the holdover, which is sick. I don't have a lot of money now. Seal of aggression. I'm reasonably certain this doesn't kill us, but is this worth gunning for it? First wave is pretty weak, admittedly. First wave is pretty weak. I do have the Shroud Spike on deck. But I have a Morsel Maker bogging me down. I'm not guaranteed the Crucible Warden immediately. I think we should keep this off. This is a little dicey. Give me Warden first. Thank you. You know what? Incredible work. Go team. Amazing. Now here's the real question. You drop in this Animus of Will? That's pretty decent, right? It probably kills itself. I don't hate that, right? I think we drop it in the back, sure. I could even give it the perils, and it does a pretty decent job of cleaning up floors. It's actually pretty good to do that, huh? Definitely play Morsel Maker middle. It gets the Collector. Whatever, it's fine. The question is just, who gets the perils? Do I save for the Ember for the big spike here, or am I doing something else? I think we need to respect this combat, right? I have a 140 in front, and I'm barely cracking 79 right here. Yeah, we're barely pushing it out, I think. How much spikes is this? The guy lives. Alright, he lives. Good job. This shelter is dead to play, so let's just skip that. Sure. Alright, we get the Collector. Incredible work. Perils. Ah, we kill somebody. Amazing. Ah, I get another morsel. Incredible news. I'm going to come downstairs and don't mess with the conduits, I think. I'm going to put the rubble morsel down. Sure. And then we play out some of these other guys. Fine. They're all gone. Okay, we did manage to get through this. Incredible work. We have a big tanker scary man up top. It's true. Hey, another morsel. We'll take it. Can blast this guy here. I probably should, right? I mean, it doesn't matter. Right? It does not matter at all. No, it does not. I mean, I may as well click it. Shoot on the next floor then, right? That's the right choice. We actually kill a guy. We kill a bunch of guys. Wow, the whole floor goes. Incredible work. Okay. Neat. Alright, now going to keep playing the way we have been. I'm looking for solid, strong morsels. Great job. I'm going to slow down this enemy, I think. Yeah, we're going to slow it down and shoot it. Yes, I'm good with that. We're trying to guarantee morsels into my man, right? That is the key piece here. Feed him. I could actually kill the Animus to feed more, which is very weird to think about, but I don't think it's correct, right? Okay, now I do have the Shroud Spike drawn at long last. Ooh, I actually... 10 damage shield, I can totally tank him. So the play here is to plink downstairs and actually, in a surprising fashion, let him scale so I can eat more. Then I'm going to ping and shelter here. The armor is good enough. Yeah, great. Cool, 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 cool. Drop one guy in. I'm going to hit him with the gem trove. The miner is great. Mid-floor doesn't do much. That's okay. We're going to be alright. Give me Kindle. Yes. Yes, Monster Train, the video game. We connect a Kindle Shroud Spike here, which is incredible. Amazing. I don't know where we're up to, but it feels good. Let me just shoot this guy. Yeah, alright, he stands no chance. Great job. Okay, I think we could have gotten a little more out of it if we hadn't played the perils the way we did, but I think it's good that we did this. Let's go ahead and check 49 by 2. It's a great start. We're going to slam Void Binding here because I have the holdover on perils, and that sends us to a really good point. Ancient Resonance is a really good card to take. I need something like this for the third and fourth hit on the floor. Yeah, Ancient Resonance. I need to find upgrades. Magic shops for sure. Divine Artifact. I think I sell that. Take 25 gold for sure. Okay, fine. Magic shop? Magic shop. Maybe I have to sell the Horde in the middle. I don't know. It's going to depend on what's showing up at least. What do we get? Double stack? Alright, what's in this Horde? Firewall. Pyrestone Housing is tempting. We do have a good alignment on Steel Shops at the end. The downside is I have to go Magic Shop to dupe on Ring 8. And you know, it's possible that we maybe go Steel Shop next floor, purchase every upgrade we can, and then just straight up double dupe this guy. Right? There's a point where he's not good enough yet, right? He's not there. We have the alignment, though, so let's take the Pyrestone Housing and then hope for the best there. We're going to cut Morsel Maker. He's slowing us down. I'm going to cut Train Steward. They're slowing us down. I am going to take -1s. Question, of course, is which -1 matters most. If I reroll into a holdover, I don't care. So let's hit Void Binding with a -1 here for sure. Spin this, save the rest of our money. Yeah, alright, 20. This is a Eternal Stone, don't care. -1 here is honestly just Gem Trove. If I get a -2, it's going into Ancient Resonance. So let's make Gem Trove a little more playable. You could argue Kindle to give an extra multiplier, but I think making other cards more playable is better. I need money. Give me a money trial Monster Train, that would be cool. Yeah, whatever. It's fine. Aggressive Amulet? Whatever. I have Damage Shield. We're okay. Alright. Jeweler. Space Prism. What's my Primordium pick? Hey, you know what? Nameless Siren? Absolutely. That's a third hit on the floor that I am going to need. I should really plink downstairs. Yeah, that's worth it. Cool. I can't play these morsels. I'm not going to sack them. I'm going to incant upstairs now that I have the ability to do it. Let's morsel here. I would like plink, ping, ping, blast this guy, right? For sure, we just kill him. Excellent. Avoid binding upstairs just to rage. I don't put it in front. I'm trying to save my Ember for the time being. Pack morsels, leave it in. Sure. Alright, I can click Gem Trove upstairs. That's fun. I will put down Magma Morsel. I am going to Ancient Resonance middle. Clears that out. Don't play these morsels. It's rough. Yeah, don't sack them into this. We let it spin. We do have our Shroud Spike present. Okay, we have the piece. So go ahead and do Perils into Kindle, into Magma Morsel, into Mega Spike. Alright, man, that's... If I have not seen a buff that good in a while, that's definitely sending us to like 70 or something here. Guy's doing 300 damage. I don't know what the exact number is because it shows the in-combat state, but this guy crushes right now, okay? So, no fear. No fear. Give me extra morsels, 100%. Amazing. Let's sack units. I do need to clear guys on middle, so let's plink and shoot that guy in back, I think. Shoot the guy in middle, because I would like Mr. 300 damage guy to clear the tank, and then we're fine. Cool. We'll leave in morsels, because there's a good likelihood that, yeah, like this, we'll be able to play them, right? Incredible news. And then we just buy time and armor up or whatever, and we're chilling. I have like 30 damage shield. I don't care about Self-Made Harpy. Yeah, and then you get a turn like this where it's just like, cool, anyway, I play 3 morsels and we chill. Great. Seems good. Great, in fact. Yeah, and we hit the perils, or rather the Gem Trove, which is a good play. I get to eat 3 things, and then click nothing, and we're good. We don't win in 1 round, which is all that matters. And we're crushing. Amazing. If I see a second multi-strike, this run is free. Where am I at? 90 by 2. My guy is feeling good. Once I get over 100, which will definitely happen on ring 6, then we are set. Let's go ahead and skip this for money. I do need money. Soul Crushing Guilt is an answer to Top Floor Divinity. We will 1000% click that. It's also purple. Okay, go left. We want to upgrade into Pyrestone Housing here and see what we run. Whatever it is, I'm buying it all. Quick. Honestly, why not, right? Sure, quick. Great news. Fair enough. I'm going to spin it and see what we get. Endless. Well, that's rough. It's okay. I'm going to make dupes of these guys, so our goal here is to just make him huge. Although, really, I could make him endless. As stupid as that sounds. He's multi-strike quick. He's kind of like a really weird bounty stalker if you do this. With 30 health. Is this good? This is actually excellent for the Divinity, right? Because they're going to die. I want to play them on other floors. That's the thing, right? Or, well, 2 of them are going to be upstairs, but I'm only feeding into 1 of them. I mean, am I going to buy Endless for this guy? I don't think the plus 25 is that critical here, is the thing. He's got a very strong defensive ability, so as long as I can feed morsels, I kind of don't care. And at that point, we're going to be strong enough that I don't even need to feed morsels. Alright, yeah, I mean, endless it is, I think. This guy is just doing his own thing. And then we go and look at the caverns and look for an overstack. And we miss it. That's okay. You technically can get it, but you should never do it here because you lose the run. I'm going to sack a Train Steward. That seems fun. Cool. Goodbye, Train Steward. And then I probably should purchase a removal here because I'm not going to a shop next floor. So let's cut other Train Steward and Cruise. Money? No, I don't need this. I'm going to dupe this thing twice. That's 30. That's 105. All right, we chilling. This is a dumb run. But this is also a run I'm not surprised people struggle with, right? I totally get how this run looks hecka bizarre, right? There's just so much going weird here. Now, we're already very powerful. So I think the angle is we're going to greed for extra stuff. I'm going to greed for extra everything, pretty much. If I can, I want my top floor getting extra morsels here. Whenever possible. I am strong enough that I can waste the perils here, is the cool kind of trick. There's really, it's not that cool, I suppose, but, you know, fair enough. It's fine. None of these are that good of a play, actually. We just kind of chill, I think. Maybe I burn this shelter. I don't really care about it. Yeah, I'll get rid of it. All right, fine. Cool. We're now looking for... Sure, Bounding Echoes. Why not? Connect with the perils. We are going to just play a bunch of stuff here. Cool. Good. We face tank on middle. Maybe he'll eventually get some progress. I am going to continue to greed a bit on, what is it called? The Ember Drain. I don't need the damage right now, so we're kind of just cheesing it a little. Hey, I'll use this to purple up some floor, right? Yeah, sure. Why not? Get it, kids. Fine. Save this morsel. Great. Leave the other one in. Burn the other 3. All good. Okay, so... Definitely want to play Mr. Train Steward out so he goes away. I'm not going to commit the spike yet because I would like very much... Ah, dang it. I would like very much to save this for a Kindle turn. The quick makes this so he's just like murder-lating before enemies even get a chance to interact with them, which is kind of busto. Now, I shouldn't mess around here, is the way I view this. We have a really good turn. I don't care what this morsel is. So we hit the peril, start putting it in front. We're going to drop Kindle going to 14, and I'm just going to now spike 28 times here, which is among the strongest things I could have done there. Even if it's just Ember, right? Now, imagine the world. What was this temple? Was this a spell chain that I skipped like an idiot? I think the spell chain was on ring 3 or on ring 2, right? I think it was on ring 2. If I had a spell chain here, this run gets disgusting. And if I skip the spell chain, I'm certain someone's going to yell at me. And you know what? You rightly should. Let me be clear. You rightly should yell at me if I do that. If I skip the spell chain on that. Because that's a dumb thing for me to have done, if possible. Alright, we get some days. Cool. I'm chilling. Load it up. Armor for no real reason. There is an enemy coming up that's a 3rd unit on the floor. Oh no. What do we do? Well, we have the answer to it. Just hit him with that. Hit him with the Echo Break and chill. Feed 4 morsels. I think we win either way, even if I do end up down the path of, oh no, I missed a spell chain or something. Our guy is lunatic strong right now, so that's pretty cool, in my opinion. I'm not clicking all the cards I need to, or should, or whatever. At this point, we are kind of just sending it a little bit. We're very strong. Excellent. Gem Trove, let's go. Give me 4 morsels, please. What a good turn. And then I mean, don't mess with it. We already win. It's fine. Eat, and then move on. Okay, cool. Cool, I'm feeling pretty good about this. Wretch is going to not be amazing, I think. Oh, 142 by 2. Dupe that guy twice, we have the numbers for the entire run. I don't even need to feed... I don't even need Primordium. What do you mean? That's actually true. That's That's 900 damage spread 6 ways. That's pretty good. Wretch is not terrible, right? So what I can and should do, this is going to be stupid. I should play multiple of these goons on multiple floors, and then when I Wretch, I just load both floors up. This is so dumb, and I'm super in. Space is not required. I have the intrinsic space prism. It's been doing hard work. I think we just click draw and do good, right? Go left. High roll me a cave event, please. Yes. Yes. You know the meme with M. Bison yelling, "Yes! Yes!" That's me right now. Look at this unit. Look at this absolute unit. That's going to be the name of this episode. This absolute unit of a Overwarden? I don't even know. I'm loving this. At 100%, give me that Hearthstone upgrade. Amazing high roll. I'll take it. And then we just make another one of those guys, and it's like, whatever, guys, right? Rationing scales. Iron drop cage. I'll take concussive coals. Why not? It doesn't matter. I could sell it. I'm going to take concussive coals, and you can't stop me. All right, we're going to cut Mr. Train Steward. I'm going to burn Plinks at this point because they are bad and do not go away. And then, yeah, we're just going to make another Overwarden here. Incredible. And then whatever Primordium feels like doing, honestly, he can go away. I don't care that much. Although, I can feed multiples of these guys, so the Stalwart Snack Pivot might actually be okay. 2 extra eats. Get him. I'd rather him be able to eat faster. Yeah, all right, aggressive edible 3. We were winning either way, right? The 2 extra there is not going to make the big difference. And then, yeah, Heaven's Seal should be okay here, right? We have 2 of these guys that are very powerful. Cool. All right, now, Bounding Echoes first. With very little effort, I do think... I want to play this Warden downstairs. Yes. I do want to do that. Now, what you're thinking, oh no, 284. But I can put Primordium in. It's fine, right? That's a-okay. We put guard middle. I will still Space Prism upstairs. And then I can play the Resonance and we crush this. We just feed out. Alright, playing bottom floor. We love that energy, don't we? And then now it's like we just play this guy upstairs now and we completely send and click Wretch and do it again. And we blast downstairs, right? I mean, you may as well play the packed morsels out and feed them all, right? Superfood, go time. Not the, not literally superfood, but you know what I mean. Amazing. Cool, and then I think we chill here, right? I don't see any need for fancy nonsense. We just click packed morsels. I am continuing to greed on the Ember for a stronger spike, in case you're wondering what I'm doing. So there's that. Yeah, that's what's happening here. So even though it's like, yeah, whatever, we could put Void Binding in or something. This man lives. I do not like this man living. Let's plink. I don't think we get there unless I Void Binding down here. Do I care? No, I don't, because this man... Well, I do kind of care. No, you're right. I'm looking at 6 plus 7, which is 13, which does not put him in range. So... I could have done this by morseling downstairs and tossing the Void Binding there. So this does hurt my eventual Kindle. I think we actually are just fine letting this ride. It's okay. Yeah, I actually just don't care. Like, oh no, Heaven Seal. Right? I'm, I'm not that worried about it. Anyway, we go Rubble Morsel upstairs. We're going to go ahead and hit that Perils on this turn. I'm going to go ahead and hit that Kindle next. Now, I could just straight up spike this, and you're right. I will just go ahead and spike this for a casual 24, and we'll feel great about that. Cool. This Ember can then be immediately spent on Gem Trove. Amazing, in fact. Now, I will Proclamation downstairs to kill the Gilded Wing. That's good. I don't get this other guy, but that'll have to do. Whatever. I get some curses. I'm a little over the curses. Whatever, it's fine. I have Perils of Production. I'm not afraid of you. Alright, we drop this guy upstairs. I buff in the back. Do I get it? I do. Alright, incredible work. You know, it was touch and go there for a second, is the way I will describe this. But we do kill that man, which is shocking news. This guy in middle lives with 2 health. Incredible. Fine. Now, what if I self-daze here? I still win. What do you mean? I self-dazed. What if I shoot myself? He's too powerful. I don't know what I expected, but I can't actually kill my own unit. All right, good job. We lose a little bit there. It's fine. I'm over it. All right, they both should have gotten some power-ups from that, and then we feel pretty decent about it. One of them is going to be way higher. Yeah, Mr. 180 over here. This is the one that got spiked. We're not surprised, right? He's chilling at a 360 damage unit, and then we have Mr. 300 on the other side. About. Grovel, not bad. It's a good vector for some -1s that we have coming up. Yeah, sure. I'll click it. I like it. Void Binding, also cool. But Grovel? We'll grovel. We'll like it. Great. Return Soul. Sure, burn some stuff. I don't want these cards anyway. I have 31 cards. They're all bad. We go left. Well, they're not all bad. Some of them are bad, though. Light's Gift. Unnecessary with the quick, so I actually think we skip. Give me Spell Chain. Yo. Now, hear me out. I know what you're thinking. Finally, Spell Chain the Shroud Spike. But you know what's going to be just better? Spell Chaining this Perils of Production. We're already winning at this point. This is a better play for more Ember, more flexibility. I can play pretty much anything and feel good about it. So, alright, we do this. The Intrinsic, however. Intrinsic Soul-Crushing Guilt. Definitely on my mind here. We are 100,000% duping Mr. Overwarden Buddy again. Great job. Magic Shop. Hold over, huh? Hold over. Now that's interesting. Before we click that, I think I do need to do something about this Merchant of Trinkets. I think we just skip all of these. I don't care about them. I'd rather buy a bunch of removals. Light's Gift would be excellent if I didn't have Quick on 3 different things. And they're also endless. So if by some horrible nightmare one dies, he just airdrops in and elevators up. So any I play on bottom floor are fighting on top floor on Seraph. So we chill. Roll this. Karuska is just Proclamation, right? Ah, Soul Crushing Guilt. Also Soul Crushing Guilt. It's very true. Refined Void. Echo Seedling. Echo Seedling actually lets me just... Now hold up, right? Echo Seedling immediately lets me action out 8 space on top floor, which is enough for Primordium plus all 3 of the buddies. All 3 of the boys can airdrop in. I could also just straight up play middle floor and be fine with... Yeah, buy this Echo Seedling, of course. I don't mind Refined Void, but I don't think it's that good either. Let's get rid of Plinks, because... Obviously. Yeah. Alright, goodbye Plink. There's nothing worse, right? It's Plink for sure? Yeah, it's definitely Plink. Goodbye, buddy. Incredible news. Alright, I still might get Karuska. I haven't decided, because it does stabilize purples in an interesting way. Holdover Void Binding is strong, right? Interesting question. None can say, right? Holdover. With 6 hits, I don't need to do Holdover Ancient Resonance anymore, which was something I was considering, but I don't need to. I think I am going to grab Intrinsic Soul Crushing Guilt here. It's unlikely I have the echoes, but it's possible. I only need 2, and I draw pretty decently, so if I get a holdover, what would I want to... I mean, holdover Wretch is funny, but unnecessary. I think it's just holdover Return Soul, right? It's just a very powerful play. I just burn garbage until I assemble Exodia, which is Wretch every turn. Yeah, alright, we'll do that. And then I think Karuska or 2 removals. It's gotta be 2 removals, right? Our deck is loaded with trash. Gotta be 2 removals, I think. Loaded with garbage. Let's get rid of both Plinks here. Yeah, let's do it. Goodbye, Plink. Cut another one. Goodbye, Plink. Incredible work. Double check this. Magic Shop. I could spin this for a -1, which I probably will do. I think I'm going to gamble the Intrinsic on Soul Crushing Guilt. Although you could Intrinsic the Spike and then assemble Kindle Shroud Spike earlier, which is cool as well. I wonder what's better. Being able to play top floor, it doesn't matter that much with how front-loaded I am and how quick it interacts with the floor. So I could play bottom floor in a lot of cases even. I'm not going to, because middle is just objectively better with the Echo Seedling, but... yeah, no, fair enough. I get 4 space on top of any space I have. 8 space is plenty. So, yeah, I think Shroud Spike is better, honestly. Yeah, alright. True, fine, got it. Good. Alright, let's buy a reroll here. Take a -1. Now, finally, they show me a 20 in consume. But I am going to make Grovel free here. This opens up some options on the Shroud Spike turn, right? I can play this without costing myself any spike value. So we just go straight to 0 gold. Incredible work. 145 out of 100. Let's send it. I think we've super got this, right? I'm not afraid of any of these guys with how much I have running around. Did I dupe the right one or am I an idiot? No, I did dupe the right one. Woof. Sometimes you don't know, right? Sometimes you just don't know. Now, I could actually... You see me thinking about Echo Seedling on Shroud Spike. If this were a Rubble Morsel, I think I would consider it. But truly, I don't think it matters at this point. We're over the threshold, so let's send it. In fact, I think the 180s are in a pretty good place. They double hit at 360, which clears pretty much everything. I'm just debating, because I think I might want to feed big time into the weaker one. Yeah, I think we're going to do this. So 147 guys upstairs. Primordium goes and lives up here. I will click Space Prism gets the magical, what's it called? Echo Seedlings. And then we're going to drop in the boys mid-floor. I'm going to actually play them separately. There's a reason for this. The reason is simple. I want to have the ability to load out a floor entirely with my Wretch if I need to. Now, I may as well just hold over the Return Soul even with no targets, and then we move on. Fine. I think I'm okay with this, yeah? We're all over the place, but it's good. I will Perils upstairs. It's time, I think. Or maybe it's not. Maybe I go in on... I'll do the kindled nonsense that I was doing before. So we're going to greed on Rage. And I'm pretty much just going to click a ton of morsels on this turn, right? Like, I've loaded top floor, essentially, so let's now mid-floor get some. Sure, here's packed morsels coming in hot. We'll drop in some boys downstairs, seems good. I have filled everything. I wish to ping Return Soul, bring back the Echo Break, and burn it. And then we lose Baron downstairs, but I kind of don't care. Cool. Alright, fine. Great work. Alright, now it's time for Bounding Echoes. Now, I don't have the Kindle in play yet, so let's go Rubble Morsel here. It's a really good Rubble Morsel turn, by the way, for anyone keeping track. Let's go ahead and ping out. I'm not doing the spike here. Break a damage shield is a huge swing on that. I'm going to shelter upstairs. I'm going to burn another Echo Break, I think. Seems okay. Then we click Wretch here, and we just completely break everything. And I can actually play every single one. Oh my gosh, I actually can't play every morsel. I thought I was gonna be cool, but turns out I am the fool. Alright, it's fine. That's okay, that's a huge amount of scaling that we pick up on this turn, so I'm not mad about it in the least. Great work. We have Kindle. 4 starting Ember. It's time. Yes, it's time now. What is the business here? I could retch out a better morsel if I so chose. That is an interesting option we should potentially consider. Let's go ahead and play the Kindle first. Then Soul Crushing Guild the boss, because obviously. Now, if I pull back Wretch, I don't actually get to eat anything that's super exciting here. Yeah, I think I'd rather redraw Wretch a bunch. So let's Return Soul then on an Echo Break and just continue popping these. I'm also going to actually... Doesn't matter. Straight up does not matter. Let's just spike for 36 here and cruise. Whee! It's time! Now this could have been a much cooler turn if I had pulled back Wretch, put a Rubble Morsel down, Spell Chain, gone mad with power. This guy'd be doing like 3,000 damage. You know, it's fine. It's completely okay. Guy downstairs might actually die, but it kind of doesn't matter if that happens, so I'm good with it, right? We're going to load up the man upstairs. He doesn't pass away. In fact, he actually almost... Yeah, in fact, he actually just, like, murderlates the floor in kind of a cool way. So that's fun. More morsels. Send it. Honestly, burn Ancient Resonance. Aha! No real reason, but why not? Amazing. 18 health. This is a fun run. We're really sending it in a very entertaining way, so I'm good with this. Morsels. Eating good today. I'm going to pop both the goons upstairs so that I push 1,000 through, and then we are going to pop an Echo Break because you can't stop me and I do what I want. Yeah, we have this in control. This is a very fun and interesting run to me. More morsels. Click the cards. Incredible. Keep clicking the cards. The cards are good to click. What do I have in here? Ah, something I can burn. Incredible work. Blast them. And then Soul Crushing Guild the boss for no real reason. Now, is my guy downstairs too strong? Is he does a lot of damage. Alright, good job. He doesn't win. That's what I was worried about. I was like, hey, wait. Buddy, don't win on me here. In fact, get dazed, you loser. Amazing. He's dead. What have I done? My son is dead. I don't even know. I'm going to shoot one of these guys on middle, I guess. And then I think I Return Soul the Proclamation. and we, I don't know, do it upstairs, and then we click Wretch because you're not the boss of me. Ah, yes, Primordium, the true hero of our time. I'm pretty sure if I put him down here, he lives because of the days and the way that if I feed him morsels, he lives. So in that case, let's feed from the bottom up. Yeah, I am going to feed Primordium upstairs. You might as well, right? It's good, it's good. Alright, he's not done it yet. Alright, cool. Ah, nice. Alright, he does still die, but he gets to eat first. The best. Good job, bud. Alright, alright. Okay, now mid-floor is doing excellent. We just feed a whole bunch up top. Reminder, you can elevator, so your little dude down here completely rips house, right? If I drop him in, don't they go completely off on him? Yeah, let's chill, in fact. We're just gonna hang out. No, we have tools for this. Yeah, he doesn't win, it's fine. Game is so free. Alright, cool. I'm going to go ahead and use this opportunity to burn Void Binding upstairs. We're very winning, right? Like, it's not a concern. I'm just trying to feed morsels to stuff. Cool. Great. And here they are. Now, wait. Wait for it. I think I can get more morsels by dazing my own warden. This seems stupid. I know what you're thinking. Why would you do this? It's because he gets to eat 4 more morsels this way and then wins anyway. Incredible work. Chows down and then beats this man up. Look, it was going to work out. It's fine. I don't need Primordium. Incredible. This is definitely going all the way. What did that guy get up to? We have a 222, a 188, and a 186. All right, we're definitely feeling pretty good about this run. What a fun run. This is not something I get to do very often. And now, in case you're curious, now we just don't care anymore, right? We just sack the rubble morsel, and then we go send it on Space Prism upstairs, and we don't care at all about what happens here. Right, here you go. Primordium, just get killed, I guess. It's cool, buddy. Siren of the Sea, sure, why not? Get up there. You might achieve something passive. I might as well spike. No reason to. We wait. Fine. Oh no, guys are dying, but I don't care. We're chilling. And then now the only challenge becomes, how do you win? It's not that hard, actually. We click Gem Trove, which is a fun card to click here. Now, I see, of course, I haven't drawn any other purple cards, so you can see the challenge of Soul Crushing Guilt on this one. But we do enough damage, and they're all endless, and they're all quick. So I kind of don't care, right? And we are just going to keep pumping the front guy here. It's for sure correct to do it. He gets a Void Binding. Nice. And then, what? I mean, the rest of this is just like toss some random stuff at things, right? We just kind of do it. None of this really matters. Purples upstairs are important. Anything we kill is damage pushed through. Now, I do have a very good Shroud Spike if I had wanted to send it, but I really don't, is the thing. So, whatever. Anything we kill is good. Alright, great. We have the Bounding Echoes here, which is awesome because it connects with pretty much everything I have. Amazing. Now I could... Putting the Siren in front was not correct, for sure. But I also kind of don't mind because she's taking the hits, right? She gets pummeled so that I don't have to worry about it. I don't really need the spike to win this run, is what it really comes down to. So I think we just kind of send it, and then I may as well jeweler and keep her among the living here, right? I do not see the need to do anything else. It's a lot of damage shield, and that's cool with me. Let's armor up first, then spike. Good enough for me. Yeah, like it's fine. 18 damage shield here. We're definitely winning. This is the important point, right? We're killing the enemy. That's the deal. I'm going to consume this just to get rid of that spell shield on middle. Like, we have enough hits. You could have played this to scale more, but it's irrelevant. It is a moot point. Wonderful. Now, if I can, yeah, double ping in the back, very good. That gets rid of some spikes, which we're happy about. I can grovel as well, which is nice. Great work. Just play out this trash. It is valuable to incant, so sure, let's just play out some stuff. None of these cards matter. Incant. Let's bring back an Echo Break and just burn it. Wonderful. Cool. Alright, no big deal. And then we just kind of send it here, right? Yeah, no problems. We finally get to play the Soul Crushing Guilt. Amazing. Good stuff. Great, actually. We just keep incanting up here because it makes sense to do it. We're not really worried about anything. We're clearing the floor. We get the shelter. I can click the Wretch because it doesn't matter. Very cool. Yeah, and we crush, right? It's over already. They just don't know it. I mean, you think about this. There's nothing here that threatens my floor. Even my Siren is now a very powerful enemy. We just push 800 there, which is cool. True. We blast mid-floor, which opens that up quite a bit. I'm going to go ahead and bring back... What do I want to bring back here? I'm just going to burn another Echo Break, I think. It doesn't really matter. We send it on these things downstairs. Don't really care. Fine. Burn that for an incant. Great work. Don't play this thing middle because that's rough. Yeah. I mean, we easy win, right? There's really just no doubt in my mind about all this. Incredible. More days. Good to go. Front guy is ahead. Yeah, we have it. Great job. There's really very little I need to do. I'm going to burn Wretch here. Don't need that card at all. These morsels can kind of just get sacked. I think I am going to damage shield morsel, though. That's fine with me. Every other morsel just gets killed. This is a very different way of playing this combat compared to the other ones, but it's an obvious win, right? We just use the duped powerhouses to come out ahead, pretty much. Alright, I actually think we pretty close to get this, right? Just by Ancient Resonance here. It pushes... Oh man, we're very close. That's extremely funny. I think we actually come 100% of the way there if I commit just enough. Ugh. No! I was so close! I actually think there was a way of doing it if I had played a little differently. And I think if I had taken a different card back, but I just didn't care nearly enough. Oh no, 27 hit points. Shoot the boss. Ah, it's a bummer. What am I gonna do? He lives with 11. I guess that's a GG. Play out your units. Get them morsels. It's cool. We chew through this. A very clean combat. Just no real risk whatsoever. any draw order works in this particular one. So awesome. I mean, that's incredible. That was a very fun run of Monster Train. The absolute unit. Times 3. He really got it. That's fun because you don't get a chance to really run these units all that often, right? It's a very fun run that I think is actually pretty, like, informative. Let's go to the challenge, see how we did. Hey, look at us, up at the top. Can't believe it that happened. Amazing. Our 3 guys. Who else got up here, right? All right, we got another win. Ooh, look at this. A Morsel Master infusion. All right, I'll take it. No one saw the Endless infusion. I never actually had to replay them. Although I did do it once on Seraph for funsies, so that was cool. Only 2 copies? Lame. Only 2 copies. What is this? I have Quick Endless Multi-Strike. The absolute unit descends. All right, that's still a pretty good score, though. That's fun. Same idea. What do we get here? Oh, look, someone found an alloyed construct and then duped it. Yeah, it absolutely wins. I mean, I knew it would, but, oh man, you have to rely on... Yes, I was going to say, yeah, you need the Soul Crushing Guild. Yeah, you have the pieces. There's definitely a world where you play the alloyed construct here and straight up lose because you don't see days and you can't do much with morsels. You can get away with it because of the Shroud Spike, though. Right? I think you actually probably want to spell chain that Shroud Spike in this particular version of the run. I am glad someone did the Alloy Construct line. I mean, you see them and I skipped them, and that's honestly fine, but ours was, I think, way stronger. What else do we have? Some other folks winning with... Yo, Endless Egg showing up. What a weird pitch. I don't think I would have gone this route ever. Because it requires kind of, I mean, yeah, you see the pieces, but it requires some weird choices. What are you're skipping multi-strike? Or maybe you don't go to the steel shops? I don't know. That's kind of crazy. What else do we have in here? Yeah, here you go. Same boys. You got the Crucible Warden Overgorge, your friend. Apparently I did the exact same thing as our friend Lukewarm Toaster Oven. So, that's fair. Yeah, no, that's fair. Makes a lot of sense. Oh, yeah, Holdover Shroud Spike is pretty cool as well. I'll give you that. I appreciate it. All right, where's our submitter, though? No. No. You lost. What happened here? Ah, not enough fuel. Not enough fuel will do it. There we go. So this person lost because they went in on Shadow Eater infused with Morsel Master. Yeah, I don't think there's much that I can say. The loss here comes early, so there's not as much analysis as maybe would be liked. I think there's 2 things that stand out to me. One, no conscription notice? What, did they sell the first relic? They sold the first relic. That is a big mistake. I mean, conscription notice is incredible. There is no way I skip that. It's like skipping advanced prototype, right? You're really looking for something that powers you up immediately so you can just go ham, right? Being able to take that second relic, really important, by the way. Abandoned Umbra, you can see it here. That thing defined this run in a major way. Like, it's literally going to be on the thumbnail. So, you skip the what is it, conscription notice. I almost called it crucible notice, and I was like, brain, that's definitely wrong. You skip conscription notice, which makes you have to skip the abandoned Umbra, which sets you way behind on the early game. So far behind. And even then, I still think you should have gone in on Crucible Warden instead. You probably would have muscled through this Talos fight, right? Crucible Warden wins that fight for sure. So, yeah, no, it's a crazy. Okay, fair enough. But beyond that, I mean, those are the main choices that matter here, right? At that point, you've still lost. You haven't formed the rest of it. You had the peril, so you would have seen some of the other pieces eventually. But yeah. Anyway, let's go look at me. This run was awesome. High rolling out of our minds. Yeah, you go hard on perils. You just Shroud Spike out the wazoo. Make the thing hit as hard as you can as soon as possible. I ended up Shroud Spiking damage shield on the Divinity. It mattered so little, but at least it meant that Siren lived, which was silly, but sure, why not, right? Okay, fair enough. Wretch for nonsense. Feed all floors. My guys are huge. They're doing great. This is plenty of damage to win a run, right? It's so much. 444 just up front. Two of them is enough. The ability to get three of them in good alignment here is pretty awesome. So, random Void Binding, some other random cards. -2s to make these dumb morsel cards cheaper. Honestly, really clean. Very little that went wrong after a certain point. I don't think I took damage after early game. Or maybe I just never took damage at all because of Conscription Notice. That's actually true. The only damage I took was from the Heartstone, right? Awesome. Really not much else to say. I think it's easy to look at these units and say they're bad, and in a vacuum they are, but no card is universally bad, and so it's important to look at this and say, ah, I see the moment where this makes sense. And this was that moment. Overgorger is a weird infusion that I usually don't go with, but at that point we had a Shroud Spike and an Antumbra. Hey, that's enough. We can really do some damage with that. And they showed me a Kindle. Let's go. We send it. The Perils of Production additional stuff was just kind of nice. And then I tossed in that Return Soul to make my redraws a little better in the end. But honestly, most of this stuff, kind of just like chaff, right? Doesn't matter. And the rest of it's all about these guys in the end. They just sit on the floor and murder everything. They do too much damage. So, incredible. Well done. Brings us up to 69 wins on the series. Nice. And I will let you all go there. So, hey, thanks a lot for watching this. I really appreciate your time. As always, you can give the video a like if you want. You can subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. And stay tuned for what's next. Take care, folks.